That's not nowhere I've ever been though. Hi you guys, so I'm Tamala, you can call me Tam. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna talk with Amanda. You guys may have remembered her from another video. She works with me at Somerset Collection and she is on the styling team. So she wants to talk to me and ask me some questions. I have my toasted pistachio latte from Mad Nice. We're gonna jump right into these questions and I hope you love this video. Again, if you like conversations like this, go ahead and subscribe. Now that we've gotten that out the way, let's jump right in. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Tam. So you've been a stylist for years. What are some things you notice that can make an outfit look cheap, even if the person spent a lot of money on it?
Okay, that's a very good question. So I don't necessarily always think it's about what you spend on the pieces. What I think is how you're intentionally styling it. I've seen expensive things look cheap. So for me, I don't necessarily think it's what you spend. I just think overall, sometimes it's the styling. It's normally usually the styling, at least 75% of the styling. Because there are some clothes that you should just not be. We should not be purchasing. It is some clothes. But for the most part, it's usually the styling part.
I added a word. My next question is, what's one of the first things you notice that can make an outfit look less polished?
One of the things that I noticed that can make an outfit look less polished is being wrinkled. Being wrinkled. I don't know what the big deal is about ironing. Well, actually I do, because I really don't like ironing clothes. That's not like my forte. But I will say this. When you don't iron your clothes, it's very obvious. I mean, the dryers have wrinkle release on them, but sometimes that just doesn't get the wrinkles out. So I would say invest in a steamer or ironing the clothes or hanging them properly. Those are ways that can elevate a look. You guys, I promise you, I have been places and I will look at a lady or a person and they look amazing. And then I'll get down to the bottom and the bottom of their pants or their jeans are wrinkled. And it's because they did not iron their clothes. It's because they just put the pants on. Like I'm not trying to be funny. That is nothing we should ever do. You definitely need to iron your clothes. Investing in a steamer, like Amazon has a lot of steamers, handheld. Like steamers are usually in all the hotel rooms. Ask for it if it's not. Even with your clothes, like it takes nothing to pull the ironing board out, run across the bottom of the jeans and be out the way. Or the sweater, or right here where we have the hang marks on our sweaters. So one of the things that I can see that can cheapen a look is by not ironing the clothes. The wrinkles are not cool, y'all. You guys can look amazing. I don't care what it costs. If you iron a cheap t-shirt, it'll look better. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Okay, so we've talked a lot about like outfits in and of itself, but kind of narrowing in on one item. What do you think about shoes? Do they really make that big of a difference in an outfit?
Absolutely, 1000%. I think sometimes pairing shoes or even making sure the shoes are clean. Listen, we have shoe cobblers. I am not saying that you have to buy a brand new pair of shoes. But what I'm saying is if you have a pair of sneakers and you love those sneakers, when you come in the house, wipe the sneakers off. A good bleach wipe, not you wiping your sneakers while we're talking. You guys have to see Amanda. She is wiping her sneakers. So, wiping your sneakers off when you come in the house. Maybe even like getting the Mr. Clean eraser that gets scuffs out. A little soap, a little toothbrush. Shoes definitely matter. When you get to someone's look and they look amazing and you get to the shoes and the style of the shoe is not as elevated as it should be to take this outfit to another level, or they've just put on the most, I mean, don't get me wrong, Golden Goose sells sneakers that are, they look warm, which is my favorite sneaker. But if it's not that and it's just a regular sneaker and that's not how it came, you definitely need to clean them up. And even with the women or like high heel shoes, clean them up. It's that simple. I just think wiping your shoes off, I take care and pride in my items. If it costs me $10, $100, $1,000, they get treated the same. I wipe them off. I put them back in the box. or I put them on a shelf. I think we don't, I mean, I just feel like taking care of the pieces that you have will make them last longer. And so when you're wearing shoes that are, heels need to be replaced, taps need to replace. And listen, some of my most expensive shoes, I've worn them once and had to take them to get the taps replaced. So invest in a shoe cobbler, shoe repair, someone who, you know, or clean them up at home yourself if you need a new heel, because, you know, the city streets can be difficult and hard on your shoes. So, and I tend to walk, I don't know why, I walk on my tiptoes. I don't know why when I'm in heels, I'm like stepping on the front of my shoes always needs a tap or a cap or something.
That's a very good point. It's like, that's the point, is to wear them.
Yeah, I'm wearing my shoes.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong. I feel like sometimes we have to switch our closets around sometimes too. We put our good shoes in boxes and put them away. They need to be pulled out and worn. A Manolo Blahnik can be worn with denim jeans and a t-shirt. I promise you that's my go-to look. It's a good one.
I love that. Okay, my next question is about the fit of your outfit. So what is so important about the fit of the clothing?
Earlier when I spoke about how an expensive outfit can look cheap, that's what I mean. If you have a $500 dress and it's not fitting you properly versus a $50 dress that fits you properly, it's going to be a huge difference. I'm not saying invest in cheap clothes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying invest in pieces that you know you're going to wear, you're going to get your cost per wear, and make sure that they're fitted properly. Having a seamstress, tailor, whatever you like, is very important. If you buy jeans and they're too big, but this is your favorite pair of jeans and the waist is gapping in the back, taking it to a seamstress or a tailor to get the back taken down will really elevate your look. I believe sometimes we just buy clothes and we do two things. What's the most common thing you hear, Amanda?
In terms of?
If they lose weight, I'll get in it. Or,
oh yeah, 100%.
This is big, I'll put a sweater under it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest thing, especially for women. Like, we hold on to things that no longer fit us, whether it's too small or too big.
It doesn't fit us, it doesn't fit our lifestyle, it doesn't fit our wardrobe, our closet, where we're going.
Body type.
Yeah, those are a lot of things that play a big part. I think sometimes, you know, oversized that's one of the trends. It's one of the things. I actually love oversized blazers. Amanda and I tried on some men's blazers earlier. I love an oversized fit, but it still needs to look intentional. If it's oversized, you need to push your sleeves up, you know, fold it back, pull your collar up, kind of pull the jacket to the front. You know, I think that's something that we get lost with when we were saying about the fit of clothes. Sometimes people are like, well, I don't want to wear oversized clothes. And then wearing clothes too tight also can make a look cheap. So if your pants are uber tight all the time, including dress pants, and you know, we can see undergarments and things like that, that doesn't necessarily lend to making your outfit looks more elevated. It actually can cheapen your look. I am not saying go out and run and buy a new wardrobe, but if you do, I'm available Monday and Tuesday here at Somerset Collection.
I love it. Okay. Do you ever see people wearing too many trendy pieces at once?
Absolutely. Okay, first of all, because I am I'm at restaurants, I'm a foodie, so I'm always at a restaurant, I'm always at Somerset, I'm always doing something or events. Absolutely. I think a good trend piece, when buying a good trend piece is something that you purchase that will be worn multiple times, right? Even if we have to put it up and pull it back out later. A good trend piece is something that fits you, your lifestyle, and in your wardrobe, like we just spoke about. It is not something that you buy to wear one time. That is not a good trend piece. That is a waste of money. If you're like, oh, I'm having this event and I want to buy this over the top, ruffles around my neck and down the front. If that is not who you are, I would skip that. I would buy something more, maybe the ruffles are at the bottom of the dress or, you know, something like that. So then you're wearing it more. Trend, the word trend is all over the place. Like, let's just be serious. It's, oh, the trend pieces for this season or the trend pieces. Trend pieces are trending. That's what it means. It's trending right now. That does not mean that this piece or this item that you purchase does not get worn into the next season or the next year. So strategically shopping these pieces would make sense. If I'm buying a jacket, like there's a bomber jacket I want out of Aritzia. I literally was like, okay, it's chocolate brown, it's plain. I can see myself wearing this because I've been wearing modal jackets so long. This would be me just mixing it up a little bit. I'm not buying pieces that I know don't fit my lifestyle. If I'm not a girl that always goes to these events, and even with that, I see people always buying things for an event. Okay, well then tell me 3 ways you're gonna wear the skirt and break up the set, or how you're gonna wear this dress later on. Whether it's like a strapless gown, could you put a white shirt up under it, button it up and maybe wear it to church? Could you put a sweater over it, belt it and maybe wear it to brunch? These are the things that I'm talking about when I'm saying buying trend pieces makes sense. I've styled it a couple of ways. I know that this will last in my closet. So being trendy is not a word that we want to use. Being on trend to me just means that you know your style and what you can wear. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did I just explain too much?
No.
Did
I
I?
think it was perfectly fine. It really does make sense.
Yeah, like trend pieces, that doesn't mean cheap. I think sometimes people be like, oh, trend is cheap. Balenciaga has trend pieces. Tory Burch, Jimmy Choo, they have trend pieces. That doesn't mean it's going to be a cheaper purchase. It's just, if I'm buying something out of Balenciaga and it's part of the new trend, now am I going to wear this later? A good leather coat takes you far. Even though the faux leather is really good this year. Well, it always kind of has been, depending on what store you shop. Aritzia does well with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, am I obsessing over this bomber jacket? I am. I'm going to get it. All right, come on. I am. This life is hard, you guys. That's why I use you guys as my clients that help me curb my appetite for shopping. I'll dress you and style you, and then I'm like, oh, this looks great. So, yeah.
It's a win-win.
It is.
Okay, so is fabric something people should pay more attention to?
Yes. Some fabrics don't wash well, but small insert. I have some expensive things, like I have a cashmere sweater, like this one came from H&M. I have a cashmere. I always have to use my razor and shaver on it. I have a jogging suit from one of those very well-known stores that everybody loves. My one from the Gap, I've never had to use a shaver on it. The one from the well-known store, I have to iron it. Do you realize we're not wearing wrinkled clothes, even jogging suits? And then I have to use the shaver on it. And I don't wear it that often, but I feel like I should be able to wear it once a week if I wanted to. So fabric does matter. I'm not saying, I like cotton, making sure there is some stretch in there when it comes to jeans, like some spandex in it when it comes to denim jeans. I still do like the cashmere sweaters. They're very soft on, but sometimes, you do have to use a shaver tool. So that's a piece that you should invest in. I don't like quality that lends cheaper. When you can stretch it and see through it, and that's not the goal of the garment, then we should probably leave that. So yeah, investing in quality, like cotton, wool.
Things that are gonna last.
Timeless pieces is where I land at. Don't get me wrong, we're replacing t-shirts usually every year. Not that they look yellow and sweaty, and if they do, you definitely should replace them. But if they are, worn out, you got a stain on it, you can't get out. That could be makeup. Lipstick sometimes doesn't want to come out of clothes. So, yeah.
So, if someone wants their outfits to look more polished, what's the main thing they should focus on?
Definitely the details. You want your outfit to look more polished, elevating it with accessories, whether that's minimal or maximal. It just depends on what you're wearing. What I mean by that is, if you are in a very classy dress and you want to keep your jewelry minimal, that could be like a pearl earring or a statement earring. And then that's it, not a necklace. Just let the dress and the statement earring do the work. The details are the main thing that matters. The details are the main thing that matters to me, because everything we just talked about is attention to detail. Ironing your clothes, making sure that your shoes look clean and not scuffed, or, that you're wearing the right shoe with the right look. We'll talk more about that later in another video. making sure that the trim pieces you buy, if you're not a girl that wears a lot of color, why would you go out and buy multiple things in color because it's on trend now? You can incorporate it in small doses, like maybe like the yellow or like the blue or something like that, you know, and wear it with your black or your brown if that's where you land at. But I think people skip it because we're in a hurry. We talked about this earlier. You know, if you want to not wake up in enough time to put the lipstick on or iron the clothes, I just would give you like just my suggestion. Maybe do this at night. Lay your stuff out at night, even down to the earrings that you want to wear, down to the glasses that you want to wear. If you want to wear a hat, try all these things on at night. I am not a person that can pick my clothes out at night. I have to look at the weather. Thank me later for this. I don't look at it where it says high and low. I go through hourly because you guys, if it says the high is going to be 70 and the low is going to be 40, we may have already had the high while we were sleeping. That is a stylist trick. I think all of us kind of like look at the weather like that. Like I, in the morning, have to pull up my phone and pull up the weather app. And when it says the high, I'm like, when it's going to be the high? Because if I go to work and it's 70 and I get off and it's going to be 23, listen, I live in Michigan. This is how it goes. I need to be prepared for the evening part, whether that's me bringing an extra coat or just wearing a coat and bringing a scarf, right? So I think that's important. But the details matter. Sorry, that was my insert about the weather because I need y'all to check the weather because I literally see people out and they say the low gonna be 23 and they be in a t-shirt because they saw the high was 56 and 60. That was while we were sleeping. You don't even, sorry, I digress.
It's all in the details.
It's all in the details. Mm-hmm. All right. If you enjoyed again this kind of conversation, go ahead and subscribe. I hope I helped someone with their ways to elevate a look. We don't want to look cheap. I helped you. You guys, she literally was over here wiping her shoes. I'm like, she has on black sneakers. You can't even see anything. But I thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.